Well, Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Big 12 Conference. Unlike Trae Young and company on the basketball side, men and women's, there's only two teams that are invited to the Big 12 championships. And that game is set between Oklahoma and Texas Christian. Which brings us to our Sooner stumper of the game. Of course, Oklahoma and TCU both in. What year did they, both of them, win their championship? Both of them. Here's your hint. When Oklahoma won it, Sooner fans will remember this one. They beat Nebraska 23-20 in the Big 12 championships, and TCU beat Utah in Utah for to win the Mountain West Conference. What year did that happen? Pre-conference shakeup. What year was it? You'll find out. Plus, we'll preview the Big 12 Conference Championship from Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Coming up next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the preview show of the rematch between Oklahoma and TCU. The year that they both were in this position to win the conference and did was 2010. A lot of Oklahoma fans might remember that Nebraska game in 2010 because in the official championship game, the last time they were there, Oklahoma actually trailed, came all the way back and won the game 23-20. And then when that same year, TCU won the Mountain West Conference by taking care of Utah 47-7 at Utah. That brings us to this year's championship game to be played at AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Arlington, Texas, over there by Six Flags and Ranger Stadium and all that. Right at the center of all that is AT&T Stadium, where the Big 12 Championship will be taking place. It will be between Oklahoma and Texas. Oklahoma has the overall advantage in the series. 12-5 now. Last time TCU won a set, Oklahoma fans will remember 2015, when we went down there right after the Alabama game and lost that one 37-33, right? Sooner fans remember that one, right? Well, Oklahoma fans feel a little better because 2017, which is this time around, we got them back, 38-20, which a game that really wasn't even that close. Oklahoma ran away with it in the first half of the game. The rematch will be December the 2nd, championship weekend on Fox. The kickoff time is set for 11:30. There's an 11 o'clock pregame on Fox 25, or your local Fox affiliate here in OKC. It's Fox 25. The national broadcast crew will be chosen at a later date. You can go to Soonersports.com later today or tomorrow and find out what that happens there. Or you can listen to the local broadcast, radio broadcast, that is. My close personal friend Toby Rowland takes care of business there, holding it down, as does Merv Johnson, the color analyst. And holding down the sidelines for the Sooners, Chris Plank and Teddy Lehman of Sports Talk 1400, and Rufus Alexander, a contributor to 1077 in Oklahoma City and 1079 The Franchise in Oklahoma City. The football remote pregame, now these are home games, so this doesn't really affect it anymore, but we still have it in here just for future reference. It includes an OU official tailgate party across the street from Castle Fieldhouse, Sooner Fan Fest. There's all kinds of food trucks for the home games and everything, and for home games only, the aforementioned Toby Rowland, Chris Plank, Rufus Alexander, Merv Johnson, all there to sign your football, sign your autographs, sign your helmets. And they also have all sorts of TVs set up for the pregame. It's a pretty big, fancy looking deal. Or you can go have yourself an adult beverage over on Campus Corner. While you're doing that one, you can go meet up with the rest of the Sports Talk 1400 crew out at Balfour. Also at the O'Connells in Norman, WWLS. They're out there. And at the corner of White and Asp on Campus Corner over by the Hertz Donuts Factory is 1077 The Franchise. And they have TVs and cornhole and anything you can think of. And home games only. WWLS host, radio host, sports analyst host Mark Rogers helps Barry Switzer and former OU quarterback number 6 Thomas Lott. And they'll do a Homer TV broadcast of each game. I believe they do a championship game also. I think that's going to be, usually they do it from Coach Switzer's house for that. But that's off the field issues. That's our issues, our stuff. What about the game, man? What about Lincoln Riley and the Sooners? Well, here's what they've been doing recently. The points scored per ball game is at 45.25 points per ball game. Points allowed, 25.67. Yards allowed per ball game is at 593.5. And yards allowed per game, they allow this per game 390.33. Their head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, the aforementioned Lincoln Riley, in his first year at Oklahoma, Lincoln was a quarterback at Texas Tech in 2002, but from 03 to 05, he accepted a student assistant position at Tech that was offered to him by Lincoln Riley. Mike Leach. Lincoln Riley, that is. With this being his first season at Oklahoma, he doesn't have an official record yet, so he's still 0-0 officially because the season's not over, but doesn't take over a bad team. In fact, last year went 11-2, 9-0 in league play. Big 12 Conference, first in the Big 12 Conference, back-to-back, actually, Big 12 championships. This would be back-to-back-to-back. Big 12 championships for this crew. With this being Lincoln's first year, he doesn't have a bowl appearance either, or bowl record either at 0-0. He does, the Sooners themselves, though, since 2000, do have a couple of division and conference championships. Let's start with the division championships. They include 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 06, 07, 08, and the aforementioned 2010. What about outright championships? The bling bling with the ring. You get the ring, the hats, the shirts, the everything. All that happened in 2000, 02, 04, 06, 07, 08, 2010, 2012, 2015, and 2016. The 2017 game is set, and they are in it, baby. Let's see how at least they got to the position to add 17 in there. And that's a record of 10-1, 7-1 in league play, and includes wins over UTEP. That's University of Texas El Paso, first game of the year, 56-7. They then went on the road at Ohio State and got the big win out there, 31-16. Came home and played the triple option of Tulane. Got that win, 56-14. Then they went on the road at Baylor for the second road game of the year and got the W there too, 49-41. Iowa State then came a home game against Iowa State. That's the one single loss on the resume. 38-31 Cyclones. Sooners then got back on track in their annual trip, their first trip to the Arlington-Dallas Metroplex, the Cotton Bowl, Texas State Fair. But it didn't come easy. 29-23 Oklahoma. They then stayed at an official road game at Kansas State and got a big 42-35 win there. Came home for homecoming. Bob Stoops Day. Everything was going well against Texas Tech. 49-27 win there. Then they played rival Oklahoma State in Stillwater. 62-52 there. Then that's when the defense started playing a little bit better against TCU at Kansas and West Virginia respectively. First of all, the first game against TCU. 38-20 victory over the Horned Frogs. Then had a road game at Kansas, the final road game at Kansas, 41-3 over the Jayhawks. Came home this last weekend and got a big 59-31 win over the Mountain Men of West Virginia. And that's how the Sooners got to 10-1, 7-1 in league play. The Sooners, their opponent TCU. The Horned Frogs of TCU, they are averaging 34.5 points a game, 42.00 yards per game is what they usually do. Their defense allows 15.67 points a game, and they allow yardage-wise 317.5. Gary Patterson is their head man. He's from the Kansas State factory. He graduated from there in 1981, and has been at TCU since 2000. Patterson has a 149-54 record there at Texas Christian. That is a 73.4 winning percentage. His bowl season record 9-6, 6-7 last year, 4-5 in Big 12 play last year. Their bowl game that we were talking about that they got, their most recent bowl game, was 2016. That's when they lost to Georgia 31-23 in the Liberty Bowl in 2016. No division titles for TCU is on that resume. They do have 8 conference championships. They did get the early one in 99, 2000, 02, 05, 09, 2010, 2011, and 2014. The 2014 one, though, is the last time. It is a Big 12 title. They tied 2014 with Baylor. Baylor ended up winning the overall series in that, so they in fact won the Big 12 invite to the playoffs. But TCU won a bid also. The Horned Frogs enter the contest 10-2, 7-2 in league play. The wins include Jackson State 63-0. They won out of Arkansas 56-36 win there. They won at Southern rival SMU 51-16. Then they started Big 12 play and got a big 12 win out there early at Oklahoma State 44-31. They then played the aforementioned West Virginia Mountaineers. 31-24 was the final there. They then played at Kansas State. 26-6 victory there. They then shut out Kansas 43-0. Then came the first loss of the year to Iowa State. 14-7 win out in Ames. Came home, got a little rusted up for the Texas game. They got a big win there, by the way, 24-7. Then they played our Sooners, and they lost that one 38-20 in Norman. They got back on track the next 2 games, though. They won at Tech 27-3, and then they won their home finale, their senior day finale, against Baylor, 48-22 in Fort Worth. That sets up a Big 12 conference championship game between the Sooners and the Horned Frogs. Winner gets a New Year's Bowl entry and could get a CPF invite. College football playoff. Oklahoma would get a CPF. TCU would need a little help, but with all the losses over the weekend, a CPF is not out of the question for the Horned Frogs. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the preview for the Big 12 Conference Championship. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys out in Arlington. And as always, guys, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. I'm out of here.